Loch Lochy.
Calling a loch Loch Lochy is about as original and tautological as naming a boat Boaty McBoatface. But then again, Loch Lochy is said to derive from the Gaelic, meaning the loch of the dark goddess.
Interestingly, the dark goddess of Loch Lochy might turn out to be an early reference to Lizzie, the monster who's said to live in its deep waters.
Like the famous Nessie in Loch Ness, the less than famous Lizzie is also an elusive creature. In the past 100 years, there have only been a handful of sightings, but crucially, there was one photograph taken.
It was captured back in 1975 by Margaret and Tony Sargent, who've come to meet me at the scene of their encounter.
Now, Margaret and Tony, I've got an extraordinary photograph here, which seems to suggest there is something of great interest in the dark waters of Loch Lochy. Now, what do we see here?
It shows the wake that was left immediately after it. The beast submerged, but that, alas, is all I managed to capture.
Where were you going on that day?
We're travelling to Inverness.
Yes, and we had the children in the back and we were singing away the big ship
sails
sails on
through
the
the
Alio because it was going along the waterside, last day of September. When, as I rounded this corner, before our very eyes, this big black back emerged above the water. I don't know, maybe 2 feet we reckoned, didn't we, about above the water?
Yes.
Tony managed to pull quickly to a stop. I jumped, found a camera in my bag, which I always carry, and jumped out of the van.
Before it actually stopped as well.
And started to run after it because it was moving this direction pretty quickly. You know, I had to get my skates on, so to speak. But also, I had to manipulate the camera to try and get the picture.
Is that it?
This is it. It's a
You
Helena.
still have it?
I still have it, yes.
So you're fiddling around with the lens there and trying to find the right
yes.
aperture?
Yeah. Well, yes, because it needed a light reading and
You needed the f-stop, the light reading from the f-stop and the distance setting, so it all had to be set up.
So you're trying to think it out at the same time as, you know...
Keeping your eyes on the monster.
Keeping my eyes on that. The sad thing was that just as I had just about done that and aimed for it, it just went down as beautifully as it had come up.
Just disappeared.
Without any concern for my efforts.
Now, how far would you say this thing that you saw was from the road where you pulled over?
Well, it really wasn't.
About 100 yards, maybe, miles?
Well, we said that. We think it perhaps wasn't even that far.
I've always said it was near enough that you could have literally just sort of lobbed a stone on it.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's where the wake was?
Yeah.
It's just a pity, though, Margaret, that you actually missed the monster.
I know.
But you got the wake.
I got the wake.
It's not bad going.
It seems that Lizzie didn't relish publicity and took the hump, leaving behind a tantalising question over what lurks beneath.